smile.
Happy Autism Day. Thank you for supporting us.
Smile.
हमें पंजाबी डांस पसंद भी है और डांस भी पसंद है। वॉलीबॉल पंजाबी भी पसंद है।
हाँ हाँ।
मैं हनीपाजी कभी 2.5 किलो का हार, कभी सलमान खान के 50 किलो के हार।
अरे नाता 31 ईयर्स का हूँ मैं। I love T2 newspaper. I love reading.
T2 में what do you like reading?
T2 में looking शाहरुख खान पिक्चर।
इंडिपेंडेंट हो अभी आप, शेफ हो?
यस मैम।
सो आप क्या क्या बनाते हो?
बिरयानी, सूजी का चिल्ला, फ्राई मैगी, ओरियो शेक,
ग्रिल्ड सैंडविच बनाना।
सैंडविच, यस मैम।
एंड ये सारे डिश में से आपका फेवरेट कौन सा है?
मेरा फेवरेट सूजी का चिल्ला।
Hello, I'm Amrit Somani, founder and managing trustee at Amrit Somani Memorial Centre, situated in Kolkata. Amrit Somani Memorial Centre, let's call it ASMC in short, which stands for Autism Support, Management and Care, which just beautifully fits in. The journey started around 2008, where after a long struggle of a good 10 to 12 years, I literally struggled, for my son, who is also a neurodivergent kid. And the initial 7-8 years of his life just went, running from pillar to post, trying to label him, trying to figure out what exactly was the problem with him. And then I came across some very helpful individuals in life whom I will be eternally grateful to. Indrani Basu of Autism Society West Bengal, Smita Avasthi of Behavior Momentum India, and a whole lot of them. So they were the ones who actually told me that stop looking for a label and start looking for intervention, start with that. But then again, that was a struggle, because in those times, like I'm talking about 25 years back, my son's going to be 29 now. So this is my struggle from the age of when he was 4, when we actually realized what was the issue. So from there, yes, that again was looking for a place for intervention was really an issue with me. There was no good intervention center here in Kolkata. Nobody was there to guide me till I actually got in touch with Indrani, Smita Avasthi, and I missed out, I missed out with my son on those crucial early years of his life. Maybe had that intervention started earlier, things would have gotten better. But nonetheless, I am not complaining. We are still managing. He's still managing to do a lot on his own. Getting toilet trained at the age of 12, 13, which I thought was unachievable. I was just prepared that Kalpesh, my son, was going to be in diapers for his entire life. But then thanks to ABA, as I don't think I mentioned it, but yes, Amrit Somani Memorial Centre is an ABA-based intervention centre, scientifically and data-based method of intervention for children with, either on the spectrum or with any other kind of neurodevelopmental and behavioral disorder. And I am like super blessed. We started in 2008, where we just had 2-3 of these therapists who used to go house to house, And a lot of their, almost around 4 to 5 hours of their day used to go just traveling. And that's when I told them, I just suggested to them that if I offer you a place, and those 4 or 5 hours that you spend commuting, you can help another 4 or 5 kids in that time. So that is how the journey started. Then I still remember Smita ma'am used to come from Dubai, once in 4 or 5 months, and the sessions used to happen, and emails were and all. I was not even very tech savvy, so working on emails, because that's how things happen. We have a whole lot happening today with Zooms and Google Meets and everything. Things were pretty different there, back in 2002, 2003, 2008 when we started this ASMC. But yeah, then in 2010, when Smita ma'am returned from Dubai, she started her own organization, Behavior Momentum India, and we got affiliated with them and started off with a proper intervention center with a set curriculum, which is an individualized education plan, IEP, like it's one shoe size does not fit all. In the similar manner, all our students, they have a different areas which need to be worked on. They learn at a different pace, all of them. So it is a very individualized thing. Our whole USP is our 1:1 teaching. There's one teacher per student. And we got going. A big thank you to Julian Bell, who again was a board certified behavior analyst from Ireland, who actually helped us grow, helped ASMC grow. And I'm very grateful, very thankful to God and to all the people who have helped me in this journey. We started because I knew the struggle that I went through. So I know ASMC in itself cannot help everybody. But even if it's a small part, even if we can help a few families, put a smile on their faces and make life a little more comfortable for the individuals. We call it the family on the spectrum, basically. It's not just that individual, when you have someone on the spectrum, the entire family is on the spectrum, honestly. So I'm very thankful to all of them who helped me in this entire journey to set up ASMC. And thanks to my wonderful team, thanks to the loving kids, we are growing and we shall keep growing. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, my name is Atrika Sarkar and I am a PCABA, which is basically I'm a certified ABA professional. I am program supervisor and program coordinator at Amrit Somani Memorial Centre.
Hi, I am Anya Chaudhary and I am also a program coordinator at Amrit Somani Memorial Centre.
Back in 2010, I had just completed my master's in clinical psychology, and like any other fresher, I was also looking for more experience, looking for to learn more about the field, to work with individuals who have special needs, and I chanced upon this opportunity to work with children on the spectrum, and I was excited and had no idea about applied behavior analysis, and it was also an opportunity to learn more about this field. And my journey started as a therapist. Honestly, I was working with the kids one-to-one, learning how to teach them. So that was basically how my journey started, and I got hooked on immediately. I was interested in the whole science of behavior analysis. I was excited that I was able to make changes in their lives. I was able to teach them skills that often people think they are not capable of. And so there was this whole shift in perspective. I started to kind of learn more about autism and the individuals. It was very exhilarating. The whole experience was very exhilarating, and so I kind of took up this whole thing of learning more. Did my study in behavioral analysis, became a certified professional in the field. I'm a supervisor now, so I'm training individuals and training therapists to work with the kids, and also designing curriculum, helping them with assessments and consultations. So that's what I'm doing now.
Similar to Atrika, I guess I started my journey way back in 2011. So coming from a psychology background, this was a very interesting opportunity because whatever we had gone through in our graduation and masters, everything was coming together. It is a very practical field. So whatever we learned, we were understanding the practical aspect of it. Soon we realized from a supervisor that a certification was important because when I started my career as a behavior therapist, I didn't realize that certification was so important. So both of us and some of our friends, they also went for the certification course, and I guess that helped us a lot because without that certain knowledges there are gaps. So I would even request parents who are looking for professionals, they should see if the professional is certified or qualified or has any expertise to work with our children on the spectrum. So this is a very important thing. I don't see myself at this place if I have not gone through that course because the entire study on behavior analysis gave me a whole new opportunity, a chance to work with them, to improve myself. I guess we are still learning at this point. Science is ever evolving, so we are continuously changing, we are learning, and thanks to our supervisor who have been mentoring us for so many years, we are learning different things and we are trying to implement those with our kids here, be the younger ones or the adults. I have worked mostly with the adults. I've got more opportunities to work with the young adults. So I've been fortunate enough because I've learned many things in reverse. It's not that I am teaching somebody, we learn in the process. So it's been a nice journey so far.
So when a kid first walks in and is with you for a while, so how do you identify their abilities and how do you stress on honing that particular skill for a longer time? How do you guys exactly do that?
So when a parent is coming to us, let's say they are coming because they have either identified that there are few things that they see are amiss, developmentally. Also, maybe they have been recommended by a pediatrician or a school that they are not being able to follow a mainstream curriculum, and so these are the things when the parents are coming to us, they're coming to us with a lot of anxiety, a lot of questions. Right? Some have diagnosis, so some parents who come to us would have a diagnosis with them, but most I would say don't, and they see that things are a little different, that they're not learning, they're not really following commands, or somewhere there are some issues, right? Now, when we start, we do an internal behavioral assessment. So we start from there, where we first try and understand the kid, the level of the kid, their strengths, their challenges, their what are the obstacles that are coming in the way of learning. So those are the things we try to understand first, which is almost like what we call like a baseline assessment, for us to be able to design a curriculum that caters to the needs of the child. And so we start from there, we start training the kid from there. And we work on multiple skills. So we work on speech, we are working on communication, we are working on practical skills, self-help skills, vocational skills, language, social skills. So these are all the skill areas that we are covering and we are training them on, depending on the level of the child, the age of the child, the needs of the child, the amount of support they need. So those are all factors that are taken into consideration when we start.
So can you tell me a little about the future of these children, or the ones who already been there or aren't under your wings? So can you tell me a little about it?
Actually, the journey has been long, but I guess it has not been long enough to talk about the future. Like I said, my journey started with somebody who was 4 years then and is now maybe 20. So I'm yet to discover what's there in the future. But here in Calcutta, in India, it's difficult. like rehabilitation is difficult for our kids. Like we can teach them many skills. There are a lot of independent skills we are working on. Communication skills, which is the most important, be a young adult or a early learner. So future is very difficult as of now to say, but I am happy to place them in an environment where the parent and the child is happy. So that is what I see as the future right now. If I talk about employment perspective, that is a bit difficult as of now, but in my if I am considered what is my priority, I would want to see a happy child at home, because it's ultimately the parents who are staying with the kids for the rest of their life. So happy child at home, I would say.
Is the question, and that's exactly, I think, what we've been working towards is building a community which is, more accepting, more compassionate, and more inclusive. That's the future we're looking at for our kids, because like we started, back 2010, 2011 we started, and things are not the same now. I'm sure, when we talk about awareness, we have been able to create some bit of awareness, but there's still so much to be done. I mean, in terms of acceptance, in terms of real inclusivity, which just my colleague Anya mentioned, that rehabilitation is still a far reality. That people do talk about that we need to have more neurodiverse individuals in the workforce, but is that really happening? I doubt. So employability, livelihood, these are still questions that still puzzle us. These are still questions that we're asking. These are still questions which we raise when we are working towards awareness and acceptance and all of that. So yeah, future, we are yet to see how things go, but we are fighting towards for acceptance and awareness and advocacy. Those are our big themes.